Previously on Danielle Colada TV.
I've been scared to admit to you guys that I'm not using it anymore. That's right. If you didn't catch the details of why I'm not using the time flex tier technique anymore, I will link that video at the end of this one. But essentially, I do pretty much everything in Notion these days. Obviously, it's been great, except contrary to a few things I might have said in a previous video, I'm actually kind of ready to move on from this like ultra simple layout I've got going on at the moment. Now, we are on day 2 of my Notion Vlogmas series where I plan to ultimately get my entire life together in Notion. However, if you can't tell, I am very sick. So we are just gonna keep it simple. Sorry. With, we're gonna dip our toes in the water and give my layout just like a surface level paint job, touch up, refresh kind of situation. You know what I mean? Get the, creative Notion juices flowing, and so that I don't have to talk for an hour because my throat hurts really, really bad. So let's do it. All right, so this is my Notion setup. It's been like this for quite some time. In case you haven't seen it, I think we should do a little mini tour. I'll be brief. I call it Danielle's dashboard. If you don't know, I do sell this as a template. It's called La Dash, and you can, rename it to whatever you want. I chose Danielle's dashboard. As you can see, I try to make this super fun, but in general, I've kept this thing very, very simple. A big thing that I think for anyone, but especially ADHDers, is like capturing your thoughts as soon as you have them. So whenever I have a new task or a note or whatever, I just click this button, a new page pops up, a new item, and then I can make something. I'm going to delete this so I don't, whatever. And when I do that, but I haven't had time to process it yet, it goes into this little inbox here. So I know, like, at the end of the day or whenever I get to it, like, to clear those items and kind of keep everything in order. This is the button that opens that inbox. This button launches super notes, which are just like notes that I reference a lot, like my recurring grocery list, blah, blah, blah. I won't bore you with that. And for the most part, the real work is done in this section. I call it the TOP method. Whenever I'm executing things for the day, I'm in this section, like my tasks are here. I fed the dogs earlier. When I plan for the week, I'm in here, so on and so forth, right? We're going to redo these sections a little bit, I think, over the course of the series, but I don't really want to touch that too much today. Objectives are like projects. I know that's in need of a revamp. I think one of the most important sections that I didn't quite give enough credence to in the past is the pillars, areas of my life. In fact, tomorrow's video is going to be where instead of just using these colors, I create little vision boards for each of these areas. I think that's going to be super fun and exciting, but let me not get ahead of myself. In general, though, I've liked this, but it's time to switch it up. Now, the system itself behind this dashboard keeps everything running very smoothly, and so it's not the system itself that needs help, but yeah, I just feel ready to switch up this page. In my last video about my Notion, I was like, I'm a dark mode bitch. I think I'm finally ready to go light mode. Light. Oh yeah, but then I forgot I have to change the cover. Luckily, that's easy. I lose that picture of me and Gabe that was sitting right here, but that's fine for now. Okay, cute. Another thing I remember is that because I use this on my phone a lot, I think I want to actually move like the stuff that's here on the left side over to the right side because, well, you know how Notion is with mobile. I'm always trying to get to my today time slice. And so I think I would just like it if it were easier to get to. So I'm gonna... like that was another thing I wanted to do. Oh, this was an update. I don't even remember when it happened. When I first created this template, you only used to be able to do color stuff, like choose one, like either coloring the background or coloring the font. Now you can do both. So I think it would be fun if I add the little backgrounds to these. Yeah, that's cute. What was another thing I wanted to do? Oh, I made some cute little logos for my Substack a while back. Ooh, like that. Okay, cute. Oh, I remember something I wanted to do. I liked this serif, but I also like the way mono looks. And I had it once upon a time when I had a more collage style. Oh, and then I actually got tired of this being called Danielle's dashboard. Only because, I don't know, for some reason to me it feels like wasted space. Like, I know what this thing is. Like, it doesn't need a title, you know? An idea that I had the other day was, oh, now that I made it mono, some of these things aren't fitting. I wanted to put like a quote or something else instead so that it just seemed more like decorative than informational, if that makes sense. This little thing here, you know how I'm big on like little mantras to kind of help you, whatever. Something I've been saying to myself when I feel like I'm struggling is radiant, alive, loving, and audacious. So maybe I want to write that up here. Now what I will say, I'm just going to leave it like that for now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the fonts up a little bit. I'm going to leave radiant as it is, as like a real font. Because one thing I know is that when I move stuff to the dashboard, like you can't type in like in funky fonts. So when I type the word radiant, this should still come up, but I can change everything else. Okay, I like that. That's cute. Simple changes, but that definitely switched it up. It feels cutesier and more like the vibe I'm going for in 2026, so I'll take it. Anyway, if you missed yesterday's video and you want to catch up, you can go ahead and watch it here. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.